Chapter 7. The day started like any other: lectures, note-taking, and the shuffle of students through the crowded halls of Dalhousie University's Henry Hicks building. The tall clock tower loomed against the pale sky, its bells faintly echoing across campus. Declan had been distracted all day, his thoughts tangled between upcoming assignments and the steady pull of Azalea. By the time he reached his study group in one of the Killam Memorial Library's smaller study rooms, his nerves were already stretched thin. The faint scent of old books clung to the air, and the muffled footsteps of students passed by just outside the glass walls. "Hey, Declan," Priya greeted warmly as he dropped his bag onto the table. Liam sat across from her, still proudly wearing his blue Toronto maple leaf sweater, the logo bright and unmistakable. "Man, you look like you didn't sleep." Emily scrolled through her notes nearby, her earbuds dangling loosely. "You good?" she asked without looking up. Azalea slid into the chair beside Declan, her sketchbook peeking out from her tote bag. She gave him a small smile. "Rough day." Declan only nodded stiffly, mind still clouded with stress. The group started reviewing material in the quiet study room, the low hum of laptops and the rustling of pages filling the silence. Declan's responses were shorter than usual, his tone edged with impatience. Azalea leaned closer, voice gentle. "Do you remember what the lecture said about that theory? I don't think I wrote it down right." "It's just the same thing we went over last week," Declan replied quickly, sharper than he meant. "Oh, okay," Azalea said softly, pulling back slightly. He noticed but didn't correct himself right away. His chest tightened as silence grew between them, heavier than the textbooks stacked on the table. "Dude," Liam muttered under his breath, glancing at him. "You're coming off kinda harsh." Declan frowned but said nothing, his pen tapping restlessly against the notebook. Azalea shifted in her seat, avoiding his eyes. The session ended without the usual easy chatter. Chairs scraped quietly against the floor as everyone gathered their things. Azalea packed her belongings with care, sliding her sketchbook back into her tote. "See you later," she said politely, giving a small nod to the group before slipping out of the Killam library into the cool evening light. The automatic doors closed softly behind her. Declan watched her walk away, regret pressing down on him. "I screwed that up," he muttered. "Yeah, you did," Liam said, shaking his head. "Go talk to her, man, before it gets worse." Priya gave him a knowing look. "Don't let it linger, Declan. She clearly cares about you." Declan groaned, running a hand through his hair. "Yeah, I know." Later that evening, Declan found Azalea in the Student Union building, curled up in one of the armchairs near the big windows overlooking University Avenue. The lounge was alive with background noise, vending machines humming, footsteps echoing in the hallway, and the low murmur of students chatting in groups. Her sketchbook was open, pencil gliding across the page in quick strokes. The soft glow of the overhead lights caught in her pink hair, making her stand out against the dimness of the lounge. Declan hesitated before approaching. "Hey," he said, voice cautious. Azalea looked up, her blue eyes cool but not unkind. "Hi." He shifted on his feet, then sat down across from her, the leather chair creaking as he leaned forward. "About earlier, I'm sorry. I've been stressed, but that's no excuse. I didn't mean to sound short with you." Azalea studied him for a moment, her pencil pausing mid-stroke. The sound of a soda can opening somewhere nearby punctuated the silence. "I wasn't sure if I did something wrong." "You didn't," Declan said quickly. "Really. You've been one of the best parts of this semester." Her lips curved into the faintest smile. "You're not so bad yourself." Relief washed through him, easing the tightness in his chest. For a moment they just sat there, the low hum of the building filling the quiet between them. A group of students laughed in the distance, the sound carrying faintly across the lounge. Declan leaned forward slightly. "Can we start fresh?" Azalea hesitated, then nodded. Yeah, fresh sounds good. They kept talking about assignments, about music, and even about Liam's Endless Leafs fandom. Slowly, the awkwardness faded, replaced by the easy rhythm they'd been building since their first meeting. Azalea closed her sketchbook and asked, "So, are you going to the hockey game this weekend?" Declan smirked. "Only if Liam drags me along. He keeps saying it's tradition." Azalea giggled, the sound light against the buzz of conversation around them. "You might actually enjoy it. Evening games are fun. Loud, but fun." Declan shook his head. "We'll see. I'm not sure I can handle Liam screaming at the refs for 2 hours." Their laughter drew curious glances from a few students nearby, but neither cared. By the time they gathered their things, the earlier tension had all but dissolved. As they walked out of the Student Union building, the night air greeted them with a cool edge. The street lamps lining University Avenue glowed softly, casting golden light across the damp pavement. Declan glanced at her. "Thanks for hearing me out. I don't always know how to handle this stress." Azalea gave him a small smile. "I get it, just don't shut me out, okay?" "I won't," Declan promised. "Not with you." The evening air outside on University Avenue carried a trace of salt from the Halifax harbor. They walked side by side, their footsteps echoing on the stone paths that cut between the Henry Hicks building and the Killam Library. The faint glow of the clock tower watched over them. Declan looked at Azalea, realizing how close he had come to ruining something that mattered more than he was ready to admit. "Hey," Azalea said softly, catching his eye. "We're good now, right?" "Yeah," Declan said, his voice steady this time. "We're good."